Hello everyone, Based Digimon here and welcome back to my channel, and this is the Digimon Ghost Game trailer review, reaction, interpretation. Now for those of you who are new here, you may be wondering, why am I watching this guy's video when there's so many other videos on this topic?
Good question.
There's a few reasons you came here. Number 1, you like frequent Digimon content. That's fair to say, right? 2, you're good looking.
You look good! Right. You look good!
And 3, it's good to expand your palette a bit. Get some different takes on the matter. And there's definitely something in store for all of you watching. Now currently as I'm recording this, it is the night of my episode 65 review. So I've had my Digimon Adventure 2020 hat on. I've had to take some time to think things through. There's a few things in the trailer that I don't think many people touched on in detail. We're going to theorize, speculate, and try to understand more. I mean, after all, this being a horror-themed Digimon series already points us in a few directions by default. But we're going to get into that. Don't miss anything, enjoy the video. So before we get into the details, my initial thoughts on the Ghost Game trailer, I'm very excited for this. I am a huge fan of all things horror. I think I've seen just about every single horror film that's ever existed. And the way they're exploring Digimon in terms of urban Japanese myths, set in a somewhat distant future, with the use of the internet, it's a genius idea. Who conceptualized this? It's a genius idea. And it looks good. It looks very good, at least in terms of design and animation quality. Of course, everything it seems from the trailer might be from the pilot episode. Maybe they put a huge lump sum of the budget into the pilot episode to suck you in, but I kind of doubt that.
Hang on, let me finish. The
pilot episodes of most Digimon series are not too dissimilar from the rest of the episodes that follow it. So, it's going to be very high quality, and I love that. It looks fantastic. Even the main manga artist behind Digimon V-Tamer, the longest running Digimon manga, Yabuno, is behind the designs and the conceptual art of Digimon Ghost Game. New Digimon, new Tamers, an older generation, approximately 13 years old I believe. But what about the trailer? What about it? So first I'd like to talk about Clockmon. Now the feature of Clockmon in this trailer is, it's awesome. It's just awesome.
Me likey.
It's so unsettling. It's so creepy. It really looks like a monster, you know? But there are some differences in Clockmon's design that are quite subtle, but might tell us quite a lot about some of the things behind Digimon Ghost Game, and as to why there are good and bad Digimon. Now, in the original art for Clockmon, the art style on the eyes is very orthodox, very normal looking, nothing out of the ordinary. But looking at Digimon Ghost Game, Clockmon looks different. Not only in body proportion and in behaviour, but the eyes. The eyes are yellow, intensely sinister, have a black outline, and I thought this was quite interesting because I think maybe this is a sign of some form of corruption or a different type of Digimon. Maybe this isn't your orthodox Clockmon, who knows? Now there's this image of an actual clock in the trailer. Now I'm not sure as to whether this is just to do with its early hours of the morning, the middle of the night. If it's the pilot episode with Clockmon, maybe it's to do with Clockmon having similar themes, but honestly, I'm gonna go as far as to say it has something to do with Diaboromon. I didn't get all of this from the clock image, I'm just saying it reminded me of Diaboromon. Based, why would you think that? But I'll let you know why, because Diaboromon is arguably one of the most famous Digimon villains. The most famous? There are people that don't watch Digimon who know what Diaboromon is. That's how big Diaboromon is. And it was not used, be it Try, the movies, or Digimon Adventure 2020. It just hasn't been used. And I think of all the creepiest, most disturbing and unsettling Digimon designs you can think of, Diaboromon has got to be up there. It's the perfect opportunity to appeal to this nostalgia factor by bringing back a contextually appropriate Digimon villain. And I'm pretty sure one of Diaboromon's hands was actually featured in the poster. It just seems like the perfect time to bring back one of Digimon's most iconic villains. So I'm going to make the call right now, a month before the show even starts. Diaboromon will feature in Digimon Ghost Game.
Stop the cap.
I said it. I'm more than happy to be wrong, but I hope I'm not, and I think you hope I'm not, because it's a great idea. It's no surprise to anybody that Gammamon is the cutest thing on the face of the planet, second to Kommondomon of course. Come on. It's already making strong impressions as a Digimon partner, but I'm starting to think that the scarf around its neck actually belongs to Hero's supposed missing father that was taken, abducted by these Digimon, these ghosts. Saying that there are many Digimon that have pieces of clothing that don't have any context, like jeans. I'm just saying, there's information that shows that Gammamon had some relation to Hero's father, who went missing, and maybe the scarf is a remnant of that. These guys somehow have 7G. 7G? If it wasn't bad enough having 5G magnet-powered vaccinations that make you gravitate towards pylons, these guys are working with 7G. I mean, if anything, Clockmon's gonna have some fantastic Wi-Fi. It's supposed to show it's quite far into the future, and what we have here in this image I believe to be one of the most important images of the trailer, where Clockmon seems to be absorbing the data of a real person in the real world. This looks like a high school with the stage, it's the main hall, there's an emergency exit there. I'm not sure who exactly this person is. I don't think it's his father, because supposedly his father was taken before these events unfolded, but there seems to be some strange data rings encircling this person. And there has to be some kind of way in that Digimon can absorb data without being in a digital world, because people aren't made of data. Not in the real world anyway. So there is some trick going on where Clockmon, and I imagine many of the other villains as well, will be able to absorb the data of people without actually being in a digital world itself. Maybe it has something to do with these data rings that surround the people. But it's a very disturbing and sinister sight, and I love it. These villains gunning straight for people, the innocent ones, adds to the stakes and builds the motivation for these tamers to become heroes. And these two images, I suppose, maybe is from the evolution sequence in the pilot episode of Hero and Gammamon. That looks absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what it is. I think someone said on Twitter that it was part CGI, but if that's CGI, that is some of the best CG I've ever seen.
Are you serious, my brother?
Like, it moves like butter. It still looks 2D to me. I can't recognize it's CGI at all. It's the amazing aesthetic and the art style and the animation that makes me think, is this really going to be a 50 episode plus series? How are they going to do that? But everyone knows were the most significant screenshots I could get from the Digimon Ghost Game trailer. There are a lot of things to think about, but honestly, I have my hopes very, very high for Digimon Ghost Game, and with good reason. But everyone let me know what you think about Digimon Ghost Game and the trailer in the comments. If you made it this far through the video, thank you so much for watching. Don't miss my episode 66 pre-show tomorrow going up. Then we've got Thursday's upload and the Sunday review. Oh, so much stuff. Imagine missing out. Don't be that person. Please like, comment and subscribe for more every week, multiple times a week. I very much appreciate your time, but most importantly, take care.